Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Swap to a Godly. Uh, as you can see, we're level 76, so we can do Nightmare. I've also collected my daily for like the past week, and I actually dropped some Titanforge Warrior armor, which is gonna be handy in case we get to level 80. I've also dropped a Fire and Ice staff, which is like already better than our Infernal Sun staff, even though it's not upgraded, so I'll cook that. And I'll sell my old weapon and we'll hop into a dungeon. Also, everything that here that's not going to be helpful. There we go. I'm also going to be selling this Beastly Warrior chestplate since we already have a Titanforge Warrior chestplate. And we're going to try King's Castle. I'm not going to do hardcore. Well, I am going to try hardcore at least. I'll see how much. I'm going to see how far we can get without dying, and then if needed, I'll go back to lobby and change my HP so we can actually survive a few hits from the bosses and enemies. Let's see if we can kill them with Innervate and Phantom Flames. We do around like 1.5 to 1.6 million with Phantom Flames. I'm gonna try using one Phantom Flames to see if we can kill it. We can kill them with one Phantom Flames, but it's like really risky since we're gonna have to maneuver around them. There we go. I like the Interfate and Phantom Flames combo because I feel like it's like much safer to use because we can kill them really quickly. We're gonna be playing it safe here, boys. Innervate and Phantom Flames are a pretty good combo if you're doing these bosses, because it does like so much damage that they'll just die. The boss has around 30 million HP and we just did half of its HP already. Lag Spike just almost killed us. So if we upgrade this weapon I had here right now, we could possibly two-cycle this boss, since this is not upgraded, this is just base pot. And if I upgrade this like fully, which is gonna take like all my gold, I could probably one-shot. Actually no, not one-shot, but two-cycle the bosses. And we're gonna quickly switch to Phantom Flames for this boss. I'm pretty sure for Nightmare you're gonna need like 20k HP. In my opinion, going close to the Archmage is not really like needed, but I suggest staying like far back if like you want to kill the Archmage easier without taking any damage. Like, going close like what I just did, like, back there, is, like, not a good way because you can easily get killed, so I don't suggest doing what I just did. And also, the weapon I right now have, it's like the second best weapon in King's Castle. And I'm not gonna be upgrading this since, like, right now I currently only need armor to, like, really do this dungeon, so I'll just keep this, like, unmaxed because it seems like we can, like, easily just do this without having to worry that we're gonna die. Even though we get one shot by bosses, like, it's fine. We can easily go through these packs of mobs without having to worry about dying, since we have the Innervate and Phantom Flames combo. We're gonna complete our first Nightmare run. We're gonna complete King's Castle on Nightmare Hardcore. This is, by the way, this is our first Nightmare run, and we're gonna beat it on Hardcore mode. Most people mess up on the king because they either just don't walk straight or just don't, like, dodge the lava lashes he does. When he's jumping on you, make sure to walk straight and not, like, turn back, because if you start moving the other direction, you're not gonna have enough time to get out of its range before you die. There we go. We got Blade Throw. Blade Throw is a really good spell for warriors, so that's gonna be really good. Anyways, we're gonna continue off where we left off. I don't want to upgrade this. Like, all I want is, like, just to get, like, armor and then upgrade that. But if we're struggling, like, a lot, I'll just, like, upgrade that. So we're just gonna continue doing Nightmare Hardcore. I was checking to see how long it takes us to beat King's Castle Nightmare, and it takes around 6 minutes. So if, like, one run gets us to, like, a quarter, so that's gonna be around, like, that's gonna take around 24 minutes to level up one time. So maybe I should switch to wave defense, maybe. If I have better armor, I could probably do this in around 5 minutes. But the only thing I really dropped from this is Arc Mage Robes Gray. And I don't want to really upgrade this since I know that I might drop a better chest plate. There we go. We most likely get one-shotted by the boss, so we should probably be careful. In my opinion, the Beastmaster is much harder than the Archmage since like it has like these random like weird attacks, like as you can see like those checker boards. Like you can easily die if you like mess up on this boss, and on the Archmage you just have to worry about like when to like dodge and stuff. On the Beastmaster it just like does like these random stripes. It's not like it constantly does it. Like it's not like they do like the checkerboards like that the same way they do as the Archmage, because the Archmage has like it's basically RNG basically. And for Beastmaster, it's just rent. It's also pretty much RNG. Before the king, it has like the constant same 3 moves, like the blinding thing, and like the stomp and the lava lash. Anyways, we're going. In my opinion, going close is like not the best way, but like an easy way to get yourself killed, so I don't suggest doing this. Keep circling around him. There we go. If you're really confident in yourself and you don't need that much HP to really do parkour, then you can just go full glass cannon like me, because look, see, I'm like full glass cannon, all my stats are here. The only reason that I have this much HP is because I have this Guardian helmet, which is basically like a main source of HP, because like, it gives me over half my amount of HP compared to my chestplate, which is like 3k. So if you're like confident like me, you can do hardcore without worrying about dying, since you know you can just dodge and take like 0 damage. I'm pretty sure all the attacks of the bosses do at least like 15k, so if you guys want to at least survive 1 hit, you gotta bring like 15k HP. We're almost about to level up, so each dungeon gives around like more than a quarter EXP, so we can level up pretty quickly. As I told you guys, you should always walk straight, never turn, or else you're gonna die. As you can see, the king has like 3 repeating patterns: the stomp, the lava lash, and the blindness. So it's pretty easy to beat the king. I feel like I'm pretty sure most of you can agree with me, but most of like the first and second bosses are like much harder than like the actual boss itself. And we also got a beastly warrior helmet. Not beastly, but Titan Forge. So now we have a full set of Titan Forged armor that we could use when we get to Underworld, but I don't want. Hopefully, I could get like a decent warrior weapon so I can do Underworld because Underworld's really hard, and so far I only have like I have a full beastly warrior set, right? Titan Fortune, I mean. But the only weapons I have are these dual infernal slicers, like these things, which they're not as great as the Fire and Ice staff. Like, if I got like a purple version of this, or like the dual Jade daggers, the dual Jade daggers would have like a similar pot to like the Fire and Ice staff, since it's like a warrior variant of the Fire and Ice staff. So that's gonna be good if I got one of those. And I also need another blade throw, because if I don't have blade throw, then it's gonna be really hard for us to beat the dungeon. I can also sell this. I'm also gonna be selling these weapons since I'm not gonna be using them. And we have 15 million gold, so I'm gonna be saving that so when we get to Underworld, we can spend that on our armor. I know a lot of people struggle with Underworld, but in my opinion, Underworld is like pretty easy if you like do it right as a mage. But since we're going to in this as a warrior, it's gonna be really difficult because during when Underworld released, it was like one of the hardest dungeons to do. In my opinion, like much harder than King's Castle. More people are struggling with the Kolvimar, the second boss in Underworld, more than the Archmage. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult for us to beat the Kolvimar when we get to Underworld, but so far we're having no worries on beating Nightmare Hardcore. And get this, the only thing we're using is this Nightmare weapon. We're not using anything else. Our armor is still the same. Also, the lag is actually making it. The lag's making it pretty difficult for us to use our Innovate and Phantom Flames. There we go, it's back to normal. I want to at least get like 30 million gold, so then we'll have enough to max like our full set of Nightmare armor when we get to Underworld, so we can actually beat Underworld. The lag's actually making our Innervate and Phantom Flames delay by a lot. We might actually not be able to beat the Archmage if this keeps happening. And there we go. We're level 76 now. We could equip our. We look pretty good, but the decrease in HP, and we're also a mage, so it's not gonna really matter. I'm not gonna bother healing since I pretty much know that I'm gonna get one-shotted by the bosses anyways. And we're most likely to die since so I can blame lag if I want to now, since I'm not actually kidding about the lag. As you can see, it just delays our hits by like a few milliseconds. If I upgrade this weapon to be about 13,000, we would probably be able to kill the Beastmaster. There we go. Now we're going to be swapping to Firebomb so we can kill both of these groups of mobs. And as you can see, lag just killed us. Anyways, I think I fixed the issue now. Yep, that should fix it. Wi-Fi check. Yep, we're good. If we just wasted that last run, but if we can manage to beat more runs without dying, we can actually get a lot of loot. So hopefully I get mage armor because I've already gotten like a full warrior set of nightmare armor, which is the best armor since it's Titan Forge, and I want to see if I can get a Titan Forge mage. I want to get Titan Forge mage armor so I can go through the dungeon pretty easily. And hopefully we can get some like spells to like blade throw. I want to see. I want to test out the firebomb to see if we can one shot yet. Ooh, it can almost one shot. If we had this max, if we had the staff maxed out, we would be able to one shot. When we get to Underworld, it's not going to be as easy as this because we're going to be switching to Warrior, and that's going to be really difficult to beat as we're in like King's Castle here, so that's not going to be fun. I might grind out King's Castle before we get to Underworld. I might do a lot of King's Castle runs to get some good loot before we do Underworld in case we're not able to beat Underworld with the current gear that we have. As you can see, the Titan Forge armor. We still haven't gotten a good weapon, and I almost just died. Luckily, I know that I can survive at least a few hits from these mobs, so I can just heal myself and wait for going to the boss. And there we go. Now we're going to be switching to the Firebomb so we can one-shot these two groups of enemies. There we go. Now we're going to be switching back to Phantom Flames. You guys don't need to worry if you're in like the purple of the. If you're, you don't have to worry if you're like in the purple because like it doesn't like immediately like target you do damage. Like you can like stand there for like a few seconds before like it actually like does anything. So if you guys are like worried about like getting hit, you can just walk out of it since you have like extra time. In my opinion, using Innervate and Phantom Flames are like better than using double Phantom Flames because like Innervate already like multiplies your Phantom Flame damage by like 2 times since it's like 100% spell power. So you can just activate the Innervate and then use the Phantom Flames, and it will just be the same as 2 Phantom Flames. But using 2 Phantom Flames can be kind of good because like in case you miss like an extra enemy, you can just attack it. And there we go, we're at the king. Make sure to not be too far away from the entrance because as soon as like someone walks over here or like after like 10 seconds, the lob is gonna start doing damage to you. So make sure you're not too far away from the boss entrance, or else you're just gonna die from the lava. We do about 1/3 of the boss's HP, so that's good. That's good. So in total, we do around like 12 million damage. The boss is at 200k, so we can almost 3-cycle the boss. There we go. And we've gotten Titan Forge Guardian armor. It's kind of funny because we keep getting Titan Forge armor, and we haven't dropped that much beastly armor. We haven't even dropped a mage chestplate or a mage helmet. I don't want to have to. I don't want the last resort to be maxing a gray mage chestplate because it's not gonna be like. I don't want to be maxing out the mage robes because it's just gonna be a waste of my money if I just get like a blue or purple version of it. Anyways, I'm gonna sell all the stuff that I do not need. And yeah, we're gonna hop straight back into a dungeon again. We need a mage chestplate, or else we're not gonna be able to tank some damage. Because not every run I'm doing is gonna be like 100% good run. Like I can still like choke up at some points, and I want to make sure that I can 100% beat the dungeon. Because if I like mess up at one point, it's gonna make it so it's gonna make our grinding really slow. We're on our way to 20 million gold, so after I get 20 million gold, we're gonna be able to max out our full set of warrior armor. I also really need another blade throw, because blade throw is like one of the best skills in King's Castle. It's not as good as Galactic Blow because like it does multiple ticks, but blade throw does like 2 ticks, and it's actually pretty good because it's like if you want quick damage, you can use that spell. We're getting around 15k per group of mobs, so that's a lot of EXP. We almost got hit there. We're now entering the first boss. If you're scared you're not gonna make it in time before the orange rectangles hit, make sure to unshift lock, so then you won't get hit by the squares. He missed one. There we go. If you can do that without taking any damage, then you can just go on full-on glass cannon. But when we hit Underworld, we're not going to be going full-on glass cannon because if we're doing hardcore in Underworld, we're actually going to need some like points on stamina so we can actually survive a few attacks from the bosses. We're about to make it to the boss, so hopefully we get a mage chestplate this time because we still haven't got a mage chestplate nor a helmet. Well, we already have a mage chestplate. We just need a mage helmet, so hopefully we get a mage helmet. We're about to kill the boss. About one more cycle should do it. We've gotten another mage chestplate. We still haven't even gotten any good helmet yet. It's been so long since we have gotten a mage helmet. We need a mage helmet. We're gonna continue doing King's Castle. We really need a mage helmet so then we can actually go through these dungeons much quicker. We've dropped Titan Forge of every single armor, but we still haven't dropped Titan Forge mage armor. We've dropped the warrior armor and the guardian armor, but we still haven't dropped the mage armor. All we have are just archmage robes. We're doing the dungeon pretty quick. When we get around to the gate, we are already like 10 minutes in, so it takes us around almost a minute. Around like 45 seconds to get here. I want to keep doing these dungeons to get some good loot so we can do Underworld, because I don't want to go to Underworld unprepared. That's why I always like over prepare, so then I can actually beat the next dungeon without having to worry about dying or losing. Oh, that's close. That was close. As you can see, with 10k HP, it did over 10k damage to us, so that's why having 10k HP is important. And now I can just heal up. And there we go. We're already about to level up already, so that's good. So if we do one more dungeon, we'll be able to level up, so that's good. The boss is one shot. We're not gonna be able to level up this dungeon, but next dungeon we're definitely gonna level up. We've got another blade throw, but we still haven't gotten a mage chest plate. Why is it doing this to us? We've gotten a mage chest plate already, but we need a mage armor. We need good mage armor. I refuse to upgrade the grey archmage robes and waste my money. It's gonna be pretty sad if we go through the entire King's Castle wearing this gear. We're gonna be level 80 with full insane gear and a nightmare weapon. It's gonna be really sad. So I'm just gonna sell my stuff before going to another dungeon. In King's Castle and Pirate, you get lots of gold, but in like other dungeons, you just don't get that much gold as you used to anymore. We really need some good mage armor. The search of mage armor is still going. We still need good mage armor. All we have is the mage robes. We need the full set of armor. We still haven't found a mage helmet yet. The only thing we found were a full set of Titan Forge warrior armor and Titan Forge Guardian chestplate. And there we go, we leveled up. Hopefully we get mage gear on this run. And now it's taking us over 1 million EXP to level up now. These guys really hurt. And that was really close, I almost got hit. That one mage does around like 6k, like 7k HP. And the Archmage, as you saw, did like 10k, like almost one shot. And as you can see, not all the bosses do the same amount of damage, but some bosses do even more damage than other bosses. Oh, there's a lot of people in this lobby. I wonder if there's any King's Castle runs. Oh, there is. Wait, there's a level 90 in this run. No, wait! Oh god. I might have made a tragic mistake. I thought there was a bunch of level 70s that I could do this with. They don't do as much damage as I thought, so this is not really technically getting called carried, I guess, because I could also do as much damage as this person if I had like a full set of armor. As you can see, I'm helping, I'm contributing to the cause. It's only getting carried if I die. That's the rule. If I die, then that's gonna be called getting carried. So during this part of the map, like the mobs start having more HP. As you can see, they don't. Like, it's taking longer for that person to kill them. I want to try to kill this person so then I can carry. I want to be the main character. I want to be the main person who does all the damage. And the boss has around... Never mind, I was about to say it had around 40 million HP, but they just destroyed it. I'm gonna try to kill this person on this boss. Because most people don't understand how to dodge this. Oh god. I'm so close to dying. They're at half HP. My goal is to kill this person before... Never mind, they just healed back to max HP. My goal is to kill this person before the dungeon ends. As you can see, this guy, he's a leech. He's done nothing but die. He's done 0 damage. And I've also died. Well, now I'm just gonna go get a drink and time to go get a drink and relax. One says it's why I use 1 mage and 1 guardian armor. That's what I'm doing right now, but I don't suggest doing this because it lowers down your DPS by a lot. When you're in Samurai Palace, stop using guardian stuff. That's like a no-no. Do not do that because that affects your DPS by a lot. Like if you upgrade guardian armor to like physical or spell power, it's not gonna give that much. Just trust me, it's not gonna give as much DPS as like the armor in like Underworld and King's Castle. As you can see, my helmet's like almost as good as this. You got 2 axes. Pretty useless. Well, I guess that was not called a carry because I helped somewhat in a way. Anyways, we're gonna sell the trash we got. And we're gonna make a King's Castle run. I'm not gonna make it private because I want to see if anyone wants to join. That's actually level 70. I'm gonna ask this person if they got any mage armor. Oh. And they just completely ignored me. I'm gonna wait until they are done upgrading. They're offering it. They're offering it to me for free. That's nice. And as you can see, he took the advice from the other guy in the dungeon, so don't do that. And this is upgraded on. He's got an arc mage crown. And he also has a maxed out fire and ice staff. This is gonna help us a lot since we're going from around 1,690 to 2,064. So that's a downgrade in damage, but we still have this. I refuse. Should I take this free carry to Nightmare? Well, I'm gonna end this episode off today. Next episode, you're gonna see me in Nightmare, so bye, guys.